you guys? Welcome back to Simply May's Thoughts. So today we're going to be talking about the 5 habits of unsuccessful students. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch my last video on the 10 habits of highly successful students. But wait until this video is over and then I'll put the link in the description for you to watch. So today, I guess you got a hint by the video that I asked you to watch. We're going to be talking about the 5 habits of unsuccessful students. And these are habits that I noticed from either myself when I felt as though I was having unsuccessful moments, or from other students around me who kind of got into these habits when they felt unsuccessful. So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you guys a few tips on what to avoid in college and just what to look out for. So for the first tip that I have for you is missing classes. I understand it's inevitable sometimes for you to miss class. You may feel as though maybe 1 or 2 days you may feel as though you're more productive at home. That's okay. Oftentimes, it's okay for you to take a mental health day and just understand that, okay, today I need to stay home, but I need to get some work done. Where the problem comes in is when you miss classes excessively and don't put in the work to make sure that you're making up for what you're missing. Not to mention, I want you to think of it like this every time you're going to miss a class. Let's say, I'm in New York, so I'll speak on New York State tuition. The average state school's tuition is about $30,000 a year. So I just want you to get your $30,000 in your head and just go throw it out the window for everyone else to catch. Because that's what you're doing. You paid for your education, you paid for these courses, and you're not going. So just divide your $30,000 by whatever how many classes you have to take, and every time you miss a class, that is how much you are throwing out the window. And I guarantee you, once you think of it that way, you'll get up, you'll put those sweats on, and you'll just get to class. I promise. It's a good tactic. I used it all the time because waking up for that 8 a.m. class was not fun. So try not to miss class. And if you are going to feel as though today I need to miss class, email your professor or ask them for the notes. Once you ask them for the notes, at least you seem as though you're putting in an effort to find out what you missed. I always had that person in class who I would share notes with, simply because you always need at least one person in your class that you can share notes with. And if you don't understand something, you can piggyback off of them. And then if they don't understand, you can say, okay, let me go ask the professor. The next one is lack of involvement. And I'm going to have a video simply on how to get involved in college. Trust me, it is very hard to go to college, make friends, and make yourself known and be involved. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. I was a part of many organizations at all 3 of the colleges and universities that I went to. And I was also part of leadership positions within those organizations. So watch out for that video and comment below on what other videos you want to hear. So lack of involvement doesn't simply mean that you're always in your dorm room. Lack of involvement can mean you go to school and you don't participate within the school, such as joining SGA, looking for internships, externships that are related to your school. For example, I was working at a law firm for a year and it was an internship included within my curriculum. So I was getting credits and I was getting something amazing to put down on my resume. Next we have no communication. And I stressed in my last video the benefit of communicating, but an unsuccessful student oftentimes falls into the habit of lacking communication skills. Whether it's with your professors, your peers, your counselors, your advisors, you have to let people know what's going on so that they can be able to keep a lookout for you, or they can be able to assist you. I will never forget, I was not the type of student to miss class. I rarely missed class. This was my sophomore year of college. I didn't go to class for 1 week straight. and my professor, my advisors, they were all connected because I spoke to them a lot. And I got an email from my professor letting me know, hey, I saw this article in the local news and I just want to check on you to make sure you're okay. This person has your same last name. I have a very unique last name. And they were just double checking if it was my family member and if maybe that was the reason why I was missing classes. The problem was that someone who I had grown up with passed away in a car accident. They were very young. We were approximately the same age, and they died next to my school. So this is what I mean by building relationships with your professors, because instead of marking me absent, taking points off my grade, they reached out to me and they knew that it wasn't my character, and they genuinely, wholeheartedly asked me if I'm okay. And that meant the world to me. That made me feel much better to go to class, because although I was not fully participating with my bubbly personality as I usually would, it made me feel better. It made me understand that someone was watching my back, so that my professors and my advisors were emailing me saying, hey, like, where are you? It made me feel good. So that's also the benefit of going to a community college, because I'm not sure how many other professors would have noticed that. So next we have not attempting to find a productive studying process. So when I first started out college, I needed silence. I could not study with any noise. Everything had to be silent. I would be in my dorm room with the door closed, and if my roommates were making noise, I would get out and go to the library no matter what time. 11, 12, it didn't matter to me. I just needed silence. But now that I'm in graduate school, I oftentimes have a group of students with me who we may not be working on the same thing, but we need to get the work done. After, we have excessive procrastination. And in my last video, I spoke about procrastination, and I guarantee you guys on this channel, I will not be a hypocrite. I procrastinate. It's inevitable in college. But excessive procrastination can be very detrimental to your academic career. Excessive procrastination can look like waiting until last minute to do every single thing and then justifying it. So when I was in my first year of college, I would always say, I work so much better under pressure. When I know I have something due, it just makes me work harder. It wasn't true. I just wanted that justification to make me feel better. Sometimes people do work better under pressure, but not all the time. You drain yourself. The output of excessive procrastination could be not getting a good product in return. So bad grades, feeling burnt out, feeling drained, aggravated, having a negative perspective on education and school and attending school. All these things can foster up with negative experiences. Just try to limit yourself to the negative experiences by falling into the habits of successful students and shying away from habits of unsuccessful students. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell so that you are notified whenever I upload a video. Bye!